Good morning and welcome to KidNuz, generously sponsored today by the Moriartys of Newton, Massachusetts, to wish a happy 12th birthday to Margaret, their curious, animal-loving, empathetic, resilient, and overall impressive sister and daughter. Margaret, your mom, dad, PJ, and Chip want you to know that they are so impressed with the path you're forging and are excited to be a part of your road ahead. I'm Tori. Today is Monday, May 8th, 2023. And we begin with Switzerland trying to get its kids to say no thank you to its famous cheese and chocolate and, may I please, to edible insects. It doesn't seem like a fair trade, but as the Wall Street Journal reports, the country is the first in Europe to allow bugs to be sold as food. And now the companies hoping to sell them need customers. That means showing up at schools with free plates of spiced mealworms, crickets dusted with paprika, and crackers made with flour from ground-up crickets. The reaction ranges from yum to yuck. But fried grasshoppers and big-bottom ants could be the food future. They're environmentally friendly and are already on the menu in other countries. Still, it's not an easy buy-in. As one well-traveled Swiss 13-year-old told a bug vendor, I already eat enough insects when I go to Colombia, so I don't have to eat them here. COVID may be here to stay, but the global emergency that went with it is now officially over. The World Health Organization made the announcement Friday, months after some countries independently called an end to the crisis, and just days before the U.S. drops its coronavirus declarations. What does that mean for you and me? It means that, for the most part, we can return to life as we all knew it before the pandemic arrived in March of 2020. The 16-year-old high school senior we told you about last week, the one with $10 million in scholarship offers, has made his college decision. After 185 acceptances, Dennis Malik Barnes of New Orleans, Louisiana, is headed to Cornell University in New York to study computer science. Dennis is graduating 2 years early with a 4.98 GPA that he somehow maintained while also playing basketball and running track. He told CNN that he didn't set out to set records, but after he began to receive acceptances and financial aid offerings, he just went for it. Officials at his high school believe Dennis has been offered more scholarship money than any incoming college freshman in U.S. history. Another college decision is also making news. The son of basketball great Lebron James is headed to USC. Bronny James is also a baller, but there was more to his dad's excitement than basketball. Last night, LeBron, who was drafted out of high school, told Spectrum Sportsnet, "It's the first time someone out of my family is going to college. Obviously, I didn't go to college. I'm super duper proud, super emotional, super duper excited, and happy for his journey." The TikTok trend of wrapping fruit roll-ups around ice cream is creating a brain freeze of sorts for airport agents. There's now a run on the candy. It's so popular, it's hard to find, and that's led to what's called a black market for it, meaning people will pay more than the usual selling price just to get their hands on it. The craze is especially strong in Israel, where single roll-ups are selling for upwards of $6, more than 12 times the normal cost. And that was enough for at least 2 American couples to try smuggling more than 650 pounds of it into the country in their suitcases last week. Only 11 pounds is allowed. The rest of the sticky stash was confiscated at the airport. In today's KidNuz notes, it's a public holiday in Great Britain today. Basically, a day to let royal fans recover from a long weekend of coronation celebration. Thousands lined streets to get a glimpse of King Charles before and after his official crowning on Saturday. And last night, a coronation concert was held in front of Windsor Castle. Katy Perry and Lionel Richie were among the performers. And it's time to pick America's top dog. The annual Westminster Kennel Club Dog Show begins today in Queens, New York. Best in Show is reserved for the finest of all Fidos and will be awarded tomorrow night. This is the 147th Westminster competition, making it the second oldest continuous sporting event in the U.S. after the Kentucky Derby, which was held on Saturday and won in thrilling come-from-behind fashion by a horse named Mage. That's it for KidNuz. Now our KidNuz quiz. Swiss companies are hoping to convince kids to eat what? Edible insects. The New Orleans student with 185 college acceptances is headed where? Cornell University. The World Health Organization officially announced the end of what? COVID's global health emergency. A TikTok-driven shortage of what candy has led to confiscations in Israel? Fruit roll-ups. In today's KidNuz Kicker, how do you celebrate a courthouse victory if you're Ed Sheeran with a pop-up concert? The English singer hopped on the roof of a parked car in New York City Friday to belt out some of his biggest hits, including Thinking Out Loud, which was at the center of his recent legal drama. One day earlier, a jury determined he did not steal elements of it from Marvin Gaye's classic, Let's Get It On. Mr. Sheeran's post-trial message to his past and perhaps future accusers: I'm just a guy with a guitar who loves writing music for people to enjoy. I am not and will never allow myself to be a piggy bank for someone to shake. Thank you again to the Moriarty family of Newton, Massachusetts for underwriting today's episode, and a shout out to Margaret Moriarty, who turns 12 today. And hello to our fabulous KidNuz teachers, including Mr. Rapp and his Cardinals at Ridge Elementary in Mentor, Ohio, Mrs. Hean and her Tritons at Coronado Middle School in Coronado, California, and Mrs. Rodriguez at Anna McDonald School in Manhattan, Illinois. Thanks for listening. If you believe in the importance of connecting kids to current events, please consider a donation on our website at kidnuz.org. Thank you, and we'll see you back here for more KidNuz tomorrow morning.